This is a recap for Thursday, April 22nd. So what I'm going to try to do is play this game for 2 minutes and show you the shortcuts that I'm thinking of. So I'm going to hit start, and then I am in 3, 2, 1 going 25% of 36. 36 cut in half is 18, cut in half is 9. So I wonder if I can type here 9. Nope, we got to click on it. All right, 9. 10% of 80. 80. I just move that to an 8. Okay, 8. 50% of 62. 62 cut in half is 31. So I cut that in half and I get 31. Let's see how many. Okay, 25% of 20. So 20 cut in half is 10. Cut in half is 5. That's 50%. 50% is 25%, so I get 5. So I cut it in half twice for 25%. 10% of 780. I move this decimal point to right there. It's 78. 78. Half of 106. 106. Half of that is 53. 50% of that is 53. Got it. 52 seconds left. 280. 280 cut in half is 140. Cut in half is 70. So 25% of 280 is 70. Half of 122. 50% of 122. 122. Half of 120 is 60. Half of 2 is 1. So that should be 61. 61. Let's see if I can get a couple more. 120 cut in half is 60. Cut that in half again. I get 30. That's 25%, 30. And half of 154, half of 150 is 75, half of 4 is 2. So 77. All right. So that was my thinking as I did that for 2 minutes. The other thing that we're going to do is we're going to make this bigger. Let's see, how about if we pin this, and we're going to move it over here for a couple minutes and do the problems that were in the video today. So I'm going to go back and make sure that these are all visible. If I move it down just a little bit, about like that. Let's double check that that is in the right place. Okay. So, what percent of 5 is 3? Of 5 is 3. What percent? That's the setup. I can do a multiplier on this times 20 times 20, so 60%. What number is 80% of 60? So 80% of the 60 goes right here. So this one, we could simplify this to 4/5. Cross multiply. 4 times 60 is 240. 5 times n. I divide by 5. And n goes in there 4 times, 4 left over, so that would be 48. All right, 0.1%. I put a 0.1 over the 100 equals 0.1% of what number? Of is the whole. Is 4. So I do 4 times 100, which is 400, equals 0.1 times n, divide by 0.1, and 400 divided by 0.1, you might want to just grab your calculators to find out that that is 4,000. Right, 25 is what percent of 20? So we're going to put of on the bottom, is on the top, variable at the percent. So So 20 times n is equal to 2,500. 25 times 100. We can just get rid of those zeros. Dividing by 10, just get those out of the way. 2 times n is equal to 250. That means that we're going to cut that in half. That's what we were doing in that game a bunch. Half of 250 is 125. So 25 is what percent of 20? It's 125% of 20. It is more than 20. That's true. 10% of 40.5 is what number? 10%, we just did that in the game. We moved the decimal point over 1, so that's 4.05. Half is 25% of what number? So we put 25 over 100. That simplifies to 1/4, and we're just thinking 1/2 is 1/4 of what? So if we have halves, and we see a half right here, and a half right here, and a half right here, and there's 4 parts. That's 1 whole, that's 1 whole, so it's 2. Half is 1/4 of 2, or 25% of 2. So different ways to think about these various problems that we had in our notes today. And that is a recap for Thursday, April 22nd.